Fashionistas, fashion lovers, welcome to another episode of Fashion Eye. My name is Nzaramba and we are here for a ride. Coming to you live from all RBA platforms, and this is your favorite fashion program with so many different things that are coming up. I got you covered. From the trends to the interview to the style of star parts. Don't go anywhere. It's a full amazing show. We're going to be having an opportunity to speak to different people today. Our episode, we are out and about for the Kent State University that is launching and coming soon in Rwanda. We are on the field. We saw the panel discussion. We talked to so many people. I want you to stick around for that. But at the same time, the British High Commission has a Rwanda Fashion Entrepreneurship Program 2025-2026. They're going to be taking Rwandan designers, young but at the same time pioneers that have really been working so hard in this fashion industry, to the international scene, to in London for them to showcase some of the pieces, some of their collections. So stick around. We have amazing interviews to talk to them behind the scene. I don't want anyone to go away. Stay on the TV. We'll be right back with more. For many aspiring fashion designers in Rwanda, pursuing specialized fashion education has often meant looking beyond the country's borders. But that is set to change. Kent State University has announced plans to establish its first full degree granting fashion program outside of the United States in Rwanda, offering internationally recognized degrees in fashion and fashion merchandising. The initiative is expected to strengthen Rwanda's creative economy by developing the next generation of designers, entrepreneurs, and fashion business leaders. The government says the partnership is more than just an education project. It's a part of the Rwanda's broader vision to strengthen the textile and garment industry through skills development, innovation, and value addition. Minister of Trade and Industry Antoine Kajangwe explains.
Yeah, it's going to be extremely transformative. It's going to provide incredible skills, new skills for Rwandan fashion designers, for the entire ecosystem. Everything from design of clothing all the way to production, allowing our textile industries and textile sector to improve in terms of the quality of what they're producing. But most importantly, it's also going to help the entire fashion ecosystem, particularly around distribution, around service delivery, brand development, and importantly, marketing. We need to be able to market made in Rwanda brands, not just locally in the country, but also regionally and globally.
Definitely. And now, when you see such states and university come to Rwanda, what are your hopes and what do you see in the future with the first even cohort when it happens?
Sure. Yeah, it's incredibly exciting. It's a 4-year program from a US accredited university, so there's great value in that program. And it being established here in Rwanda, it's not just important for the fashion sector, but also the education sector. It's allowing the right skills and the right lessons and knowledge to be transferred to Rwandans close to home or at home, but also importantly allows Rwanda to continue to position itself as a market leader in terms of education, being able to attract students from across the continent to come live, work, study in Rwanda. And we believe that will continue to drive our economic development, will continue to drive the value and the brand that is Rwanda.
For Rwanda's fashion industry, the announcement represents a huge milestone. Designers believe access to the world-class fashion education within the country will nurture local talent while creating stronger businesses capable of competing internationally. Among them is the House of Tayo founder, Matthew Rugamba.
This is a big milestone for our fashion industry, and I am so grateful for all the people who have been part of making this possible. Many of us designers here are self-taught, and we had not had the opportunity to study in fashion schools, or the perception of the fashion industry wasn't important enough for us to have the opportunity to study at fashion schools. So this almost ticks 2 boxes. It brings a world-class facility to our shores, in country, but it signals to the rest of the country, even the continent, the value that we place on growing the industry. Results won't be instant, so this will take participation and collaboration with so many different players, not even just fashion industry. We're looking at the banks that have started creating products for the creative industry. So they need to pay attention to what's going on here. Hopefully, hopefully this makes a big splash. I do believe that we will see growth within that, the first batch of graduates, and I look forward to being here in 4 years when that first cohort graduates. Yeah.
As I said, you're one of the pioneers of the fashion industry. When you take a look to the 15 years ago to where we are right now, what does that mean to you to see such growth? So many designers, so many incredible talents, as you have been also doing so many collections that have really made the country where it is right now. What does that mean to you and to see such a growth?
I think it's the growth has been great, but I think we can do a lot more. Whereas we've seen many designers enter the market, we've also seen many designers leave, and that's for the realities and difficulties of doing business within our sector. So I want to make sure that this generation of fashion designers that have emerged independently, and then also those that will emerge after this program really is kickstarted. I want to see them thrive. I want us to see more successful Rwandan brands. I want to see brands that are selling outside of Rwanda,
Exactly.
and consistently. So we need to see the growth of our industry. It's not been fast enough. That's my honest assessment. But I think that there's a lot of potential, and I'm excited for what's going to happen.
As a brand, as a designer, how would you describe this moment for you and the brand itself, where you at?
This has been a period for growth for us. My team has grown, where we have a new production space. So maybe it's the unexciting parts, but I've tried to focus on business building.
Yes.
How do we raise the standard of our production, of our raw materials, because these things will develop into a much stronger business later. So this has been a year of growth, and when you look at the circumstances around the world, increased shipping costs, increased fuel, all these things,
Everything, yeah.
I want to make sure that as a brand we're navigating this, and we have to grow and become more resilient businesses. And I want to continue growing my team locally. I want to have more talent. That's Rwandan talent contributing to the growth of the business. So that's why I'm here to support a program like this.
The planned fashion school has also been welcomed by other designers and creatives who also believe it will help bridge the gap between the talent and professional training while opening new opportunities for young people pursuing careers in fashion.
My name is Sibyl. I just said Sibyl Mhoza Ange, and I work in fashion in the garment industry. I work for a company called Pink Mango, where we also have a fashion brand called Asante as well. I'm so happy that I got to come to this opening today for the K-State University fashion program. It was a great day. Got to learn a lot of things today, and I'm so grateful that such facilities here in Kigali, because as a fashion graduate myself, I would have loved this to be here back in 2015 or 2016 when I was ending my high school degree, but then this wasn't there. But I got so frustrated when I was looking for a fashion institute like this one. So I believe it's really it's a good opportunity for the young talents, because also the young talents here, it's easy to think you want to do fashion design, but honestly you don't know what's in the whole fashion system. And having Kent State University here is going to kind of open the eyes of the young talents that you really don't have to be just a fashion designer. There are a lot of things that you can do in fashion, as they have a program which is fashion
Merchandising.
fashion merchandising, which is what I work in at the moment. But tracing back to 2017 when I started, I wasn't thinking I would ever end up in this department because I didn't know it existed. But going to fashion school opened my eyes. There's product development. It's also like a really famous department on the West. And there is fashion marketing. There's a lot of things. So having Kent State University is going to help create even more jobs for the young talents in Rwanda. I see a potential in the fashion industry, which was really hard back in the days, but now I see that we're thinking out of the box. We're really going deep down into what is really needed in the market. And they said, the panelists as well, like we have to go down, we have to see on the ground what is the one where the sources, should we start from? And seeing case state, exactly. Now it's a degree. You have to have a bachelor degree. It's not a diploma. It's really it's a beautiful opportunity for the young talent.
Once accreditation process in Rwanda and the United States are complete, the university will begin offering degree programs designed to the international standards while remaining rooted to the country's growing fashion ecosystem. Industry leaders believe the institution will only train future designers but also strengthen entrepreneurship, create jobs, position Rwanda as a regional hub for fashion education and innovation.
Yes, as you mentioned, this is quite important for the country and as well for the whole continent. Kent State University is one of the biggest universities of fashion in the world, ranked top 5 in the US and top 25 in the world. And we're going to issue the first bachelor degree in fashion design and fashion design and fashion merchandising in Rwanda. So it's a huge opportunity for the youth in Rwanda and for fashion designers as well, since we're not just coming as an academic institution, but also a drive for economic development, social and economic development, and also opening the gate of the fashion industry to the world. So it's a huge opportunity for the youth as well as the established designers, and we look forward to working with the industry to make the best of it.
Yes. And then what's your hopes for the first cohort in 4 years? What are your hopes? What are key opportunities do you find in this particular Kent State University?
Yes, so our hope, first of all, is for the young enthusiasts of the fashion industry to enroll. We are here to provide the program, but also we are here to understand the needs of the industry. So once we have the first cohort, right now we're still in the process of being accredited, and once that process is done and we get the first enrollers in January, our job is to give us what we have, but also they have a duty to study and to help us support the industry to grow to global standards.
On to the next story. Rwanda's fashion industry continued to make its mark beyond the country's borders, with local designers increasingly gaining international recognition for their creativity and innovation. This month, 9 of the Rwanda's leading fashion designers and creatives will travel to London under the Rwanda's Fashion Entrepreneurship Program, a partnership between British High Commission in Kigali, the University of Westminster, and the British Council. The initiative will provide participants with business trainings, international exposure, and opportunities to showcase contemporary Rwandan fashion on the London iconic Regent streets. But beyond the exhibition, the program is also about collaboration, growth, and opening new doors for Rwanda's fashion industry on the global stages. For Sonia Mugabo, the program is about more than international exposure. It's also an opportunity for Rwanda's designers to come together, share experience, and collectively represent the country on the global stage.
It wasn't an actual competition because this was a discussion that started with the designers and the British High Commission. So for a long time, we knew we were going to come. But I guess what really stood out for me was being able to build this relationship with the British High Commission, but also even my fellow designers. You know, we're all based in Rwanda, but life is busy. Everyone is running their business. So like the program is called Weaving Together. It was really, really like weaving together and putting all of us in one room and sharing our experiences as designers, but then also being able to represent Rwanda in the UK. It's such a win.
Definitely. You are going to be going to the UK in few days now. I would love to also talk about your brand itself, Sonia Mugawe SM. You're one of the pioneers in this industry. You have been doing this for quite some time now. Seeing such platforms, seeing such collaboration, you say this has been an ongoing collaboration, an ongoing conversation between the designers and the British High Commission, seeing such programs in place for the designers. What does that mean to you as a brand that has been ongoing, that has been really at the forefront of everything here in Rwanda?
I think to put it in a few words, we feel seen. You know, for a lot of times, even like right now, when I say I'm a pioneering designer, I feel like I'm like, wow, where did the years go? You know, but like it's interesting to see even the new generation of designers. I'm always looking and researching and just being able to be an example for these new upcoming, the next generation. That is my goal. So I think, in a nutshell, I'm excited. It's really exciting, and I just hope that we can represent Rwanda well, which I don't doubt we will. But then also entering new markets, like you said, you know, we are in Rwanda, we're known in Rwanda, so being able to be exposed to such a huge market as the UK, that's the next move for us. A lot of we're still even in emerging phase when we look at on a world level, you know. So I'm excited to be able to maybe enter a new market, secure buyers, you know, that will create more employment here. And so it's exciting.
Let's talk about the whole fashion Rwanda ecosystem. Things like programs being in Rwanda, the British Council getting involved, at the same time the British High Commission going to help in terms of like transforming the whole ecosystem for not only you as a selector, but at the same time in general the whole fashion ecosystem.
I think the word that comes to mind for me is visibility, because visibility, for being able to have exposure in such a market. You know, in the UK, there's London Fashion Week, there's Africa Fashion Week, London Week. So it's exciting. You know, for me, I don't even know yet what the opportunities are going to be, but to be able to go there, I've actually never been to the UK. I'm pretty excited, and I'm a huge Arsenal supporter, so it's exciting. Maybe I'll make sure to visit. I had to put it in, but yeah, so it's exciting. Yes.
So tell me a little bit about Sonia SM. Where
As
are you
the
at
person
as a
or
brand?
as a brand,
Where are you at? The growth of it since you started. You just had a new space. You did a launch and all that. Where are you at? Tell me, Sonia SM. Why is it?
Okay, so I think Sonia Mugabo as the brand is known as a women's wear brand, but this year what I'm really working on, and I can't reveal yet, but I'm working on to make shifting it from just women's wear to lifestyle. So I want it to be a place where a whole family can come and shop. Is it the mom? Is it the husband? Is it the kid? So, and then I'm also going to create, I don't want to reveal, but just my space as well, it's still being, a lot is being added to it. I want to start having impactful conversations about fashion, about the industry, about mental health. So I want it to be a fusion of everything that I'm passionate about. And that's where my brand is going.
While collaboration is shaping the future of Rwanda fashion industry, years of hard work has helped build confidence in the locally made fashion. Few people understand that journey better than Rwanda clothing founder Joseline Mutoniwase.
First, you know, because we're the first one for this program, so it was like, okay, we are very curious about it, and through the curiosity, we had a lot of meetings and actually kind of craft this whole program together with them. They involved us into the decision, into how we should go, the direction. There was many ideas of maybe doing it all here, or you know, do the exchange and go to London, and we opt for that because there is something which we realize that we don't need the word to come here only. We can also bring our word, our tradition, our culture, our creativity to them as well, and then emerge and see what comes out. So I'm really excited, not only me as a designer, also to just go with other designers as well, because I've done a lot of exhibition outside of Rwanda alone, but this is the first time I'm doing it with others, so I'm excited.
You just said you have done a lot of exhibitions, and we just talked to some of the also young designer who's a part of this program. When you see such a growth in the fashion industry, having such programs that are coming, we just witnessed the Kent State University also coming to Rwanda for a fashion program, and now these and many more. When you take a look as a pioneer, you have seen a lot change.
Yes.
What does that mean to you, such a growth?
I think to see the idea of combining all designers like us who has been there for a long time. I've been on the scene of designing for 15 years, and to see the newcomers who have been here for 1 or 2 years, it's a good thing, because for us it's a way of reminding us that we are still doing something relevant. The people who are looking up to us, and for them it's also looking at us and asking themselves, do we want to continue this direction? Do we want to add something to the industry so that we can complement each other and grow together? So it's a beautiful thing that there is that balance. You know, I think if there was no balance, it won't be that interesting. So I'm happy to learn from the new ones. They still have this fresh blood. They are excited about everything. We have done it. We're like, oh, but at the same time, to see that, it brings also the passion in me to continue. Yeah.
What about the whole industry in general, the Rwanda ecosystem, being a part of it for 15 years now? What are you most proud of to see change or to see grow?
I think to see the ecosystem in Rwanda, especially the fashion one, is to see that it's not only us doing it alone. We've done it alone. We've done fashion shows, exhibition alone. We will go to ministry, talk about these things. At the beginning, people didn't understand, and and also, like, if people don't understand, they're not willing to spend. They're not willing to do anything which worth the growth. But now they are even them coming to us with new ideas of to blend our ideas and the idea together. So it means that really the fashion now, if I talk about I'm wearing something made in Rwanda, people are not questioning if I made it or not. They are trusting. If I will put a price on my garment, it's not going to be a longer discussion. They will understand my product. So that's really a beautiful thing to see 15 years later, that that change has created a community, and people really, truly, really love Made in Rwanda. Yeah.
Now, where is Rwanda Clothing at? Where are you at? What's up with the brand? Yes.
So I think so I'm working on a collection for this year, and at the same time preparing something interesting to celebrate 15 years.
As Rwanda's fashion industry continues to grow, a new generation of designers is emerging, bringing fresh ideas and global ambitions. Among them is Mateo Studios founder Maurice Nijena.
This is one of the good signs that, well, I'm working, that's one, and that the industry really is getting that big recognition, because nowadays it's more like the industry is also being involved in the economy as well. So to me, it really means a big thing, both as a creator, but also as an entrepreneur as well.
Definitely. Now, when we have such things, with those many conversations that are happening, we just had K State University bringing a fashion program in Rwanda. We have this program also that is helping designers. What does that mean to the fashion ecosystem itself, to the growth of the industry in Rwanda, seeing so many things that are coming together to support your designers?
I think the whole point goes back to the designers on the ground. Actually, that was, you know, it's us. It's a good sign that everyone is doing their work. That's one, because people wouldn't recognize you if you don't position yourself as someone who is there. That's first. People need to recognize you because you are doing something. So if all these are happening, you can see these 2 months we had a lot of things that really happened, and that is, you know, around fashion itself. So for me, it really, it's a, you know, it's a big achievement to the fashion industry on its own. Yeah.
Now, what are you most excited about? Going to London and being able to meet, and, you know, tell me about the excitement of this whole program.
Well, I'm excited because this is actually my first international exhibition that I'm going to, and I can say that I'm unlucky enough because I'm having this, you know, exhibition through this program. But also after that, I'm gonna go represent Rwanda as well in African Fashion Week, London as well, just right after this one. So the excitement is really that high. Yeah.
Now, let's talk about a little bit about the brand itself, Mateo Studio. Where are you at? Tell me about the brand itself. When you see its growth over the years, what does that mean, and where are you at? Tell me about the whole Mateo Studio right now.
I can say, okay, the brand is doing good, but of course not the best, because, you know, as you are growing, you are always dreaming, dreaming of what can I do better, how can I get here. But for now, I can really say that the brand is doing well, and I can pretty much say that the impact that I always wanted to make, I've started, and I'm doing it, and I'm really, really proud of the brand, me, myself as well. Yeah.
The London program brings together designers from different backgrounds and generations, all united by the common goal, showcasing Rwanda's creativity to the world.
Being a part of this event is something very big for me because it's something we've been waiting for. So I'm excited. For me, it's a big achievement.
When you see such things happen in Rwanda, for the British High Commission to be involved, to have designers, young talents like Matteo Studios and many others, but at the same time you, the pioneers, what does that mean to the fashion ecosystem in general?
It means a lot to the fashion industry in Rwanda because we never thought it could be like this when we were starting. As you've said that I'm a pioneer, when we were starting, it wasn't like this. So as time went by, we are seeing things we never hoped for. So we are so glad, we are so moved and touched that this is happening. Yeah.
Now, what's next for Inganda? Going to UK and showcasing your collections and being a part of the exhibition. What are we seeing in UK?
So many things. Can't you wait and see? Inganda was in Cannes this year, and it's gonna be in London. So you should wait for so many things.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
The opportunity to take Rwandan fashion to London is a result of growing partnership between Rwanda's fashion community and the British High Commission in Kigali. British High Commissioner Alison Trop said the initiative was created to help local designers access new markets and build international connections.
So I think that fashion is one area where both the UK government and the Rwandan government have said that it's an area that people want to invest in, that they want to invest in. And so I knew that by creating a fashion programme we were helping deliver on both government's objectives of building a stronger creative industry. But I also recognised that the UK market is very different to the indigenous Rwanda market, and if we wanted Rwandan designers to be able to export to the UK, they needed to be able to understand the UK market, what UK consumers want to buy, how they buy, what they look for in their fashion. And this programme is all about teaching Rwandan designers that. What I really hope is that at the end of the week, not only have they had a really interesting time in London, that they've learnt a lot, but that they've also had exposure to UK buyers. And who knows, I really hope that in 12-18 months' time we will see clothes by these Rwandan fashion designers available for sale in stores in the UK.
Yeah. You just mentioned something that is amazing, but at the same time you have designers from the pioneers, designers that have really been in the industry for quite some time now, but at the same time the young designers are going to be learning a lot from this partnership. What are your hopes for the future for the Rwandan fashion industry now that they're going to be bringing all that knowledge they're getting from the UK, the partnership, the networking, all that, bringing it to Rwanda? What are your hopes?
So, I mean, as you said, the fashion designers who are taking to London really are, you know, at the top of the tree of the Rwandan sort of fashion designing world. And as you said, there's lots of young people coming up who need more experience or need more exposure. So for me, I think that these Rwandan fashion designers will be real ambassadors, actually, for the fashion industry here in Rwanda. I hope that they inspire the next generation. I should also reference the British Council has a Creative DNA programme, which also looks at supporting young designers. So I hope that we, working in partnership with the British Council, can really cover the waterfront of talent that exists here in Rwanda.
From the show of today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully you had an amazing time since it started, coming to you from all RBA platforms. This is the Fashion Eye, your favorite fashion program. Everything fashion, from the conversation to the interviews to everything that is happening in the fashion industry, but at the same time to the stylist teaching you one thing or other, from the styling tips to what you are wearing in the fashion in the summer. Hopefully you have learned lot from me. So that was it. My name is Nzaramba. Behind the camera there's Jordi Twahirwa, giving you all the snippets and what is happening. So don't go anywhere. See you next time.